We're almost a month away from the presidential election taking place on November the 5th. Colin Vidros has more on election deadlines and what you need to know before November.
September 30th marks 36 days until the November election in what is expected to be a decisive election. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will look to stretch 270-plus delegate votes and obtain the United States presidency. In Congress, one of the key races we've been following is Louisiana's Congressional District 6. The new seat will be without Congressman Garrett Graves due to redistricting, but will see 5 candidates run for the seat: Quentin Anthony Anderson, State Senator Cleo Fields, Peter Williams, Wilkin Jones Jr., and former State Senator Elbert Guillory. But before heading to the polls, here are a few reminders. The deadline to register to vote by mail or in person is next Monday, October 7th. If you wish to register online through GoVote, that deadline is October 15th. Voters must request a mail ballot from the registrar by November 1st. Early voting will run from October 18th through the 29th. So who all is on the ballot in central Louisiana? Well, we have a comprehensive list of each of the different races, so you can look at some of these, like Chief of Police for Town of Glenmore, as well as some of the council seats for City of Alexandria. It gives you a full list of what are the local races here and what is going to be on my ballot come November. Each day inching closer to Election Day on November 5th. For News Channel 5, I'm Colin Vidros.
And for the full list of local races, as well as early voting locations in Cenla, you can head over to our website.